Hey guys, I came on here to say recently I experienced a situation and I'm actually still kind of going through, feeling through, praying through that reminded me just how important it is to stay submitted to God and His Word and His teaching. And to make sure that when you're in your most frustrated, angry, fired up moment, you don't go off script. You don't act out, you're slow to anger, slow to speak, and you're carefully thinking about your actions. And that coincides with my field, the mental health field as well, because as we know, some of us, I meant to say, as those in my profession know, I should say, when you are flooded with cortisol and adrenaline, your prefrontal cortex is like which is our executive thinking, the area where we make our logical and we think through and we can make good decisions. When we are flooded with cortisol and adrenaline, that is offline. It shuts down and we start to think but our more primitive side of the brain or part of the brain, which often leads us to act out in ways that may not lead to the best end. And we're acting out in ways that's not true to our core self, right? So, having this situation that I recently ended up acting out in a way that's not true to myself reminded me to stay still when I am frustrated and I'm angry. Don't move, don't speak, don't act until you are calm and you are collected. That is mental health. That's the best practice for your mental health and your mental wellness, and it's also the best practice for spirituality because God doesn't want us just flying off the handle, right? He wants us to stay still, be submitted to Him, pray, and move when He says to move. And that's the best way. Trust me, that is the best way.